one of the main categories of population that are attracted to lofts and adaptive reuse in general are artists. And today, I'm lucky enough to be invited into one of the artists' homes, Matthew, that lives over here in the Walker Building Lofts. So let's take a tour of his loft and let's hear his story.
Let's come on inside and I'll show you. So this is our loft in Long Beach, downtown Long Beach in the Walker Building. It's part studio, like I do architecture planning, urban design, landscape, and it's part home, so it's kind of live work. And then I store my artwork here. I think
you need a lot of space to store this size of an artwork.
Yeah, I think they're 14-foot ceilings. So you get plenty of space. That's kind of what we liked about it. Come on in. What we like about this place is it kind of has different spaces. It's got an entry, it's got like a little hall, and then it kind of opens up into this bigger space that's kind of the living area. These windows are 4 feet by 8 feet. They don't look necessarily like a piece of plywood from here, but they're big windows. And I think this building is like 1925 or something, and I can literally lift them up with 2 fingers. It's incredible.
They did a really good work on
this
building, to be honest.
They kept it pretty authentic, and also like the floors, it's contiguous throughout the whole building.
Yeah.
It was a department store, so that's why concrete floors, concrete walls, concrete columns, so it's a pretty stable building.
They spent about $1.5 million in 2004 just pouring concrete over here. Just concrete
additional
in those dollars.
Yeah.
In 2004 or whatever
which
dollars.
Is nothing today. This one's kind of interesting because it has about 300 square feet up here that is basically just a little, it's not a futon, but it's a little bed up there and some shelving and some storage. I mean,
that's a cool space,
not very good light up here either.
That's okay, but that's a pretty cool space.
Yeah, it's simple. Let's see a good one. These are the kind of little sketches we do. We're kind of old school.
Okay.
So they're, hand drawing to start off.
You guys do have a space over here to crash if you need to.
Yeah.
If you don't want to drive back to.
No, we either crash here or I got a big couch. We got a big couch to crash on. It's a little dusty up here, but it's kind of cool. You can see LA from up here.
You have high standards if this is dusty, because I see much dust here.
Yeah,
this is such a quintessential Long Beach view, cranes.
The port. And we have a roof deck. You can actually see LA from the roof deck, which is pretty cool.
That's super cool. When you guys come over here, do you usually cook? You usually just go out and experience nightlife over here?
Well, interesting enough, this building here, when we first got here, that was just a parking lot. And so it was a vacant parking lot, and the first, within the first month, a couple weeks into being here, we were sleeping up there, and about 2 o'clock in the morning, we heard pop, 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 pop. We're like, what was that? And somebody got shot in the parking lot. It was a couple rival gangs. There's a pizza place down here that's fantastic. This fantastic pizza shop.
It was worth fighting for.
I don't think so, because it was an innocent person that was walking by that got killed.
No,
two gangs were fighting, and a random shot went off, and it went that way and shot this person. So, anyway, what I love about this is that the maintenance factor is almost zero. Like it's got some drywall and some stucco, but basically, the concrete floors, concrete walls. I could throw a gallon of paint at that and nobody would even think that it's abnormal. I mean, there's brick showing, there's pieces of the wood forming that are still there. Whoever redid here's something I want to show you too. I always wondered, see how this is rusted here?
Yeah.
And this is probably marine grade stainless steel, right? And I'm like, well, how did that rust? And so I started looking around and see those boxes where they're basically a box cover, and then there's 4 screws in it. So this thing, in the original developer, I think that thing went all the way over to here, and it blocked the view, so somebody cut it off. See? Somebody cut this portion off because they thought, well, I mean, it's pretty narrow. It's only like less than 8 feet. It's like the value of having this little 8-foot dead-end corridor versus having the view. They decided to cut it off. So I really like that.
No, it's really cool.
But the biggest point is it's safe. Like, even though the city is a little sketch here and there, you know, you've got a big entry door that's passcode or, you know, protected, and then it's got a big lobby, and then it's got another door that goes into the elevator core that's locks, and then you got to go up the elevator, and then the corridor. You know, it's a pretty secure. By the time you're up here, nobody's gonna. You don't feel like you're climb up a ladder and jump in my window. I don't think. Check out the bathroom. You didn't go in there. Yeah, the bathroom is pretty.
What's
cool.
going on there?
I mean, to me it's big. It's not huge, but it's big.
It is big.
It's like, wow, this is cool.
It is super cool. You know, yesterday I was having a conversation with somebody that lives in a historic loft as well.
Here's a real teeny, like, to contrast, here's a really interesting little teeny tiny, this guy's from England. There's a gallery below us. Compared to my finger, you can see how small this thing is. And they have these like oddity shows, like this, they call it the gallery of, what's it called? Dark art gallery. And really? All kinds of funky, little teeny tiny, really detailed little stuff. So I bought that there.
And it's such a contrast to your art?
Well, I just think,
in a sense of, you know,
more
just
realistic,
pure size.
and it's, you know, it's stamp size. There's a lot of detail in there at a very small level. Like, if I could never do that. I don't know how Then this one I bought on the street. We have like these art walks, and a young kid was doing that, and I thought it was pretty clever. He's just got like stickers, and I mean, it's a very traditional image, and I think that's what you're drawn to, and it's got these stickers. And this one is one that I did that basically when I'm painting my other paintings, then if I have leftover paint, I just throw it over there, but it kind of came out pretty, right?
Wow.
This is like woman in a bikini. She just got off the beach with her little pink bikini. This one, I had a little dog, and my little dog was in all of them. He was a little white poodle.
Oh yeah.
So he's kind of reappears in a lot of these. This one is, what is this one? I'm kind of good, right, wrong, or otherwise, kind of fascinated with humanity, obviously. Humanity and human faces, and trying to make my own thing out of it. So a lot of these, I call them kind of totems. You can see that they're kind of both linear and horizontal at the same time, and they kind of share, like, faces share noses and eyes and different things. Outside,
yeah, but how did you get started with the whole idea of creating art of this size, of this magnitude?
Well, I've kind of done it all since high school.
Oh, really?
You know, even in high school, my dad was an art teacher at a little high school, and we would fill up a gymnasium for our art show, pull the seats down, top to bottom, sculpture, furniture, all kinds of stuff.
What do you think this whole process of doing it does for you? Why do you need it in your life?
What's it do for me?
Yeah.
Well,
it's a lot of work.
I think humans.
It's a lot of time.
But
why do you need it in your life?
It's interesting that we end on this one. This is the last one, and this is a self-portrait. I call this Man in the Mirror. And so that was me, and this was 2020. And then I don't see myself that way. It's not like I see myself that way, but when I paint, for whatever reason, it comes out there. Why am I doing it? I really don't know, but I enjoy it, and it's kind of it's a release of energy, and it's a way to express yourself. It's like poetry or music or whatever you want to do. It's, I think, similar to what you were saying about real estate and or your quote unquote real job. You have to be, you have to be Johnny on the spot, and people are
very transactional type of
people
dealing.
They want to know you have credentials, and they want to know they're paying you money for it, so it's got to be right, and you have to stand up. This sort of stuff, you can't tell me it's right or wrong. It doesn't have, art is, either you do like it or you don't like it, but it doesn't really matter either way, because I'm not trying to sell it to you. If you want to buy it, that's one thing, but I think when you do something that's just of you, it's like baking a cake, or the interesting thing, different than baking a cake, is that there is no recipe. I'm not dealing with a cookbook and here's the ingredients and here's how you put them together and only a third a cup of this and a fourth a cup of this. The only thing I'm doing that's consistent is I'm using the consistent format of the canvas, which is 6 feet by 9 feet, and I'm primarily using acrylic. And that's because what I've found out is storing stuff like this is not easy. So if I was a sculptor and I created this much stuff, I'd need a big warehouse to put it in. If I was a really big painter and then putting them on on stretchers and all that, it just takes up that more space. And I don't have that kind of space, and people don't have that. So
today, we had a pleasure of talking to Matthew that shared his story, but I'm excited to hear more stories about incredible places just like this one. If you know somebody that has a story to tell and is willing to do it, please share this video with them. I would absolutely love to talk to them, and maybe the next episode of this adaptive reuse series will have them as one of our heroes. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and share this video with the crazy people just like myself and Matthew. And I'll see you guys all at the future episodes of this discovery process.